Hi guys, Ronda Winstead here. Okay, you are looking at my scraps, fabric scraps from a while. Not a super long time. I don't remember exactly when I emptied it last. My little paper sack that I keep tied or taped to my sewing machine so I can just put things in there. I just didn't want to untape it to bring it over to show you, but it's just a brown paper bag that I just put stuff in. Okay, I have been promising to do this for a long time, and I have not. And so I thought, let's just do it today. Okay, so before we get started, hello. I'm so happy that you are here with me. I love you guys. I hope that you're having a wonderful day, evening, night, whatever time of day it is. Okay, so this is our midweek mystery. I never know until it gets to that point what I'm going to do, which is why we call it a mystery. All right, so let's get started. So what you're going to need are some fabric scraps. I have threads and bits of ribbons and bits of lace and trims and cording and just fluff and yeah. So we need a base, okay? And that's where this comes in. This is oh, I should have ironed that so that it's down nicely. This is what is this, you guys? Come on, tell me. Oh. Okay, I'm drawing a blank. I know you know it, and so do I. And hopefully before we get to the end of this video, I'll remember what the name is, because I don't edit my videos. So, all right, let's do a. I am just going to, boom, just like that. We'll set this off to the side. Gosh, I know I'm going to be pausing this, and I'll have to look it up if I can't remember so that I can tell you what it is. It's not expensive. You buy it in the fabric store. It's netting. Is that just what it's called? Just netting? I don't remember. Anyway, I'll double check. So this is super simple, my friends. And what we're doing here is we are creating fabric by using leftover fabric, by using grunge pieces, or maybe not grunge. You know, we're just using them. Let's see, let me get my scissors. So not everything do I want perfectly laid out, but, and I have, oh you guys, I have a lot of this. I've got a kind of a tub of this same kind of thing. I need to just really buckle down and make a lot of things with this. So the idea is we're just going to fill it all in, and then we cover, and I've done this, I have some other videos I believe on this where I've shown you how to do it. I've been doing it for quite some time. I watched some gals in England that did this, and that's where I got my inspiration from. And if I can find their video, I will absolutely link it for you, because I think they did a fabulous job. And this is just one of those kind of play and have fun. But it is a project, unfortunately, that you really do need a sewing machine. But for those of you that don't sew, I mean, just hang out with us, and we'll just visit. And you can post in the comments below what you're doing and how things are going and all that good stuff. I absolutely love to hear what you guys are up to. It's fun, and it helps me feel close to you. All right, so I am starting to record this on a Monday. I'm not sure I can get it done today, but we will see how far we go. If I don't get it done today, I will finish it up tomorrow after I get home from my PET scan. So, I don't mind the PET scans. There's one aspect that I'm not crazy about, and that is just every time the gentleman who has been there, who's the technician, and it's in a trailer. They travel. And so they go to different hospitals and such. So it's not like our hospital has exclusive, rights on any of this stuff. And he's a very nice guy. Very, very nice. But every time I've gone, twice, every time I've gone to have it done, he pokes me and it breaks. The idea is they put in your vein a little needle because they're putting dye in, so they want to open that up so they can have open it up for a little IV or whatever they do to get that going. And he's not been successful in getting my vein or whatever. It always breaks, is what he calls it. And each of the 2 times, he's had to call someone else to come and do it. Because after the 3rd time, I get, I mean, I'm not rude or anything like that, but I'm like, I'm so sorry, I don't want to be rude, but I need somebody who can get this in. And he's like, okay, not a problem. And like I said, he's very nice. So that's the only thing I'm just a little bit nervous about. But we shall see. Hopefully it will go very well, and I will just be silly just sitting here worrying for no reason. Well, and I'm not even worrying. I just, I just don't want to be poked and poked and poked. That's all. But anyway, and the rest of it is just easy peasy. The actual scan itself is not a problem at all. It's very doable, and it doesn't seem to last very long. Goes by fast, and then I'm out and we're heading home again. So now, have you noticed a theme here? Yes, I see pink. I don't know why I would have pink. Goodness gracious. Let's put some other colors going on in there too. We don't want to be selfish and just use all the pink, but I'm not sure I want red. Oh, I don't know. Why not? Why not? We'll just use all these fabulous little bits and pieces and see what we end up with. Some of these, as you see, I'm turning them over so that this fabric, you can use it either way. So this should be lots of fun. I don't know. And I do apologize to whoever has asked me. It's been a while, but I had more than one request for it, and I've said I was going to, and I just, there's a bazillion things a person can do. Have you noticed that? It's like, you just kind of have to pick and choose what you're going to do at any given time, because the reality is you're not going to get it all done. You just aren't. And I recognize that. And as you can see, what I'm doing here, guys, is I am just cutting and putting things here and there around. Not really trying to do any specific anything, but I am trying to spread out. Like, for instance, you see that I am moving this piece of fabric around so that I find it over here and over there. In other words, I don't want to see it just glopped in one area. I want to try to spread it throughout so that there is a little more rhyme or reason to it all, if that makes sense. Okay. So today it is, it's getting dark now here, but it has been the most gorgeous day. Just gorgeous. So pretty. Sunshine. Was able to get out without wearing a jacket. Oh, just really nice. Had to go to the post office to get some Etsy orders out in the mail. Some of the papers that I do. I don't always have them listed, in case some of you are wondering and are thinking like, oh, they're never there. Well, they are there, but they go quickly, and I don't constantly have it up because I want to get out the orders in a timely fashion. And so I kind of, if I've got a bunch going on, then I may wait to put the listings back up for just a few days so I can, take care of business and try to keep customers happy. But if there's something, if you really want it and it's not there, you can always message me and I'll let you know what the status is of how things are going and when I can get to it. So as you see, we are just building up. This still isn't nearly enough, but this is just the most fun. I don't know why I don't get to this sooner, because it really, really is fun. I just, there's always a bazillion things that you can do in a day, right? So, yeah. And right now, my back is killing me. You wanted to know that, right? I'm sure you're just like, yeah, Rhonda, we really wanted to know about your back. Some of these threads going in here, these are embroidery threads. These are from my Roxy Journal of Stitchery. Some of the little extra guys, or the little leftovers, that you aren't long enough to thread. Or they may be, but you just got tired of it and you didn't want to wind it back on the spool. so you just toss it. You toss it in your little spot because you know it will have new life, that it's not going to be dead. It's just going to be used in a different way. And that is absolutely okay. We are getting all of the colors, I think, you guys, here. So this is fun. Did I say that? Did I say that already? This is fun. In case I didn't, I'm telling you now. This is fun. These are little extra bits and pieces from my handkerchiefs and that kind of thing. And we will just bring some more of this goodness. And what we'll do when we're all done is we are going to stitch the top of the netting on. Okay? And that will hold it down. And then you can cut it and use it, you know, as you would any fabric for anything you want, really. Let's see. Okay. Still, I think we can still go, still do some more. Some more. Some more. Give me some more. Okay. So what are you working on today? Are you doing this? Are you working on this with me? If you are, I hope that you are just piling it on there, guys. And if you haven't done anything like this and you haven't been keeping your scraps, your little threads, the little offcuts, the little, you know, bits and pieces here and there, just start. Just start today. Get a little sack or container or whatever, and it won't be long, you'll see, to where you really can go ahead and do one of these. Put it together. They come together pretty quickly. Alrighty. This is fun stuff. Now that is not fabric. It's tissue paper. Tissue, but you know. Okay. Let's just kind of plop that down there. This is a great way too. I mean, talk about recycling and keeping stuff out of the landfill and such. This is an awesome way to preserve and make things beautiful. And who says we can't design fabric, huh? We not maybe paid designers, but we design. Okay, this is getting better. I think I'm going to try to put all of my little bits and pieces on here because I don't really have that many more. And I'm just kind of going by the feel, and obviously it's fatter in the center than it is on the edges. So I need to kind of pay attention to that and get some of this going on the edges out and about here. Let's see, let's do one of those and do one of those, and so we are, this is coming together. And then what we'll do is we'll just stitch the whole thing. We'll stitch it several times. We'll just kind of go rooty-gazooty. And yeah. And here was just a bunch of raggedy lace. But obviously I was not going to throw it away. Because we... we junk journalers, and we mixed media artists and creators and players and have fun, gals and guys or whoever. We get her done, and we will have a use for all of that goodness. So we never want to get rid of anything that way. Okay, this is looking pretty good. Just have a little bit more. And this is from my most recent Roxy Journal of Stitchery, and I'm still working on that. I was not really happy with what I came up with, and so I have been switching it up, and of course I'll put that video up when I'm done. And I'm just a little behind this time because she's coming out on, she and her sister Sarah will have a new one up on Wednesday, and there'll be a new prompt, and I'm not sure that I will be done with February's prompt, but I will. I'm working on it. It's just, you know, for those of you that are doing that, you know that it just takes a bit of time. It's not a fast, quick, easy process. Okay. But as you can see, this, on the other hand, what I'm doing right now is kind of a quick, easy process. And this is just like kind of very cool. Very cool. You know what? That's a big piece. I'm going to save that. I mean, it's relatively big. We are just adding bits and pieces here and there. I'm not going to use that either. But I am going to use these little bitties. These little bitty bitties. Okay. And we shall... Okay, wow, wow, wowie, wowie, wowie. That is everything. Okay. Okay. See how fast that was, you guys? Once you have them, it goes quickly. All right, now we come to the pin it down. So, I will absolutely pin it down. We shall just put pins, straight pins in here and there to keep it held down, and then we will get our sewing machine set up. And let's see, come on, come on, come on, little pin. And we will stitch. And I will stitch, not all of it, but I will stitch quite a bit of it on camera so that you can get a real good feel for what we're doing here. I want you to be comfortable with this process. And so you can absolutely slow this down, pause it wherever you feel you may need to. You don't have to hurry. I'm just, you know, slapping these things down because, yeah, because it's like this was time. This was time to do this. Okay. Okay, now So this is the piece, and if I'm careful I can turn it over, but I don't want to mess it up because, you know, it's still very loose inside here. So I'm going to turn the camera off. I'm going to bring my sewing machine over, get it set up, and then I shall be back. Okay, so I am putting my feed dogs down on my machine so I can go ahead and do this freeform. I am getting my quilting gloves out. They just make it much easier for me to move my fabric and whatnot around. Bright yellow, can you see me? Hello, hello, hello. Now I'm just using the same thread that I had in my machine. Let me think about this for a sec. All right. So we are just gonna kind of, you know what? I'm gonna raise the feed dogs for this for the first part because I think I want to get it secured in, and then we'll get a little more, you know, adventurous. Let me pull my foot here. Oh, that's wobbly. Like I said, I know this is awkward, and I do apologize, but and let's see, let's go up. I normally have a 2.2 stitch. That's my like regular stitch. And for this, oh, I need to get that a little more settled. Is that a little better? I don't know. See, this is the part where you kind of have to be careful so things don't come tumbling out. Okay. So we are just stitching down. Get in there, baby. and this isn't straight. You saw how loose the netting was. So some of this edging is definitely going to come off. And that's okay because we'll just, oh no. All right. We've got a little bit of a mess. Let's see what's going on here. We've got a mess. Can you tell? Can you tell? Oh, goodness gracious. Ah, you thought I was going to rhyme with tell and say something naughty. I'm going to take a sec here, guys, and put some of these things back in and do a little extra pinning here and there, just because this is a little delicate. But for you to watch me do this, then you can see, you know, where some of the pitfalls are, and you can do it much more smoothly than I am doing. I just haven't done this for a long time. What I should do is just do a bunch up, since I've got that those bits of fabrics, scraps and everything. All right, let's begin again. See how we do. And I'm trying to keep my presser foot down so that when, duh, that was interesting. what was I saying? Oh, trying to keep my presser foot down so that when I lift up, I don't take a chance on having everything fall apart. It's just a good idea. Just something that's kind of a good thing to do. Now, what do I do with all of the scraps, you ask? Oh, I'm glad you asked. Because the scraps that we create here are going to go back in that little paper sack to be pulled out another time for another project. To do this again, only this time we'll have added some netting to them. So there's really, there's absolutely no waste here. I'm going to kind of just fold that over since that's sort of like out there. We'll just do it because we can, right? We're just going to do it because we can. All right. This is just a fun project. And I do apologize, those of you, my dear friends, that do not sew. There are a few times when I really do need to do a project to catch up. And it is a love of mine, the quilting aspect of things, fabric and such. So that is a part of me. Okay, now, ugh. Well, I'm making a royal mess here. I am. So now I'm going to go one more time around. And then I'm going to, where's that? Just to make sure it's really secure. Come on. Come on. And you can just see what I'm doing here. I'm sure you could probably do a much better job than what I am doing. But can you have more fun than me? Well, I don't know. That could be debatable, my dears. My dears. So I had a couple of people comment, and I just think it's great. I think we just need to officially make dinner the official in between lunch and dinner. And some are saying that's what they do. That's what they call it too. So I didn't even reinvent the wheel there either. Come on, keep it going, baby. All right. Now we'll lift that up. Okay, so far we're doing okay. Now, I think I'm going to do a couple of little passes to kind of hold fabric down. This is all in preparation for the freeform quilting that I'm going to do here shortly. And we will go here, here, here. We just want it to be nice and secure. Let's go ahead and take that little pin out. Alrighty. Okay, and I think one more little spot here. And then we'll just do it. All right. Okay. So now I'm going to take my pins out, the remainder of them, because I don't want them getting broken, being in the wrong spot and such. And okay. So my honey today, aka my hubby, he has been making raised bed planters, which I'm very, very excited about. He's got old barrels, plastic barrels that he's cut in half lengthwise, and he's building frames, wooden frames that are off the ground so that, you know, you can stand, you don't have to bend over to take care of your plants. All right. Now, let's see. All right. I don't know if that's going to work with that. Okay, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? Maybe just the spot. Kind of picked a tough spot, so we'll move that just a smidgen and see if we can actually do this. I don't know. Okay. I told you this has been a while since I've done this. And I'm so glad you're my friends, because if you weren't my friends, you might be just like yelling at me about now, and I'd be like very sad, because I don't like to be yelled at. Let me get out. We are going to change feet. Duh. Ronda. If you want to do the quilting, then you must change the footy to a quilting foot. And I knew that. Oh. You can tell I have not done this for a while, but I'm willing to make an idiot of myself so that you can have a good go at it and know you're not alone. We all mess up. We all make mistakes. We all, you know, I'm just like, is this the right quilting foot? Am I doing the right one here? I don't know. Let's see. Am I doing the right one? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Man, it's been a long time, you guys. It's either been too long or not nearly long enough. This is supposed to be like over here somewhere. I think. We'll see. You know what I want is one of those, oh, come on. I want a magnetic. Come on. Okay, this is tricky here now. Okay, there's I want a magnetic tool so that I can hold it, you know, that it would stay. Like if this was magnetic, that I could put it this way and it wouldn't go away, wouldn't slip down, wouldn't do all those weird things that it's been doing on me. All right. I apologize for the... I know this isn't good. So when I said, for those of you that don't quilt, perhaps I had myself in that category, because obviously it's looking like I've never done it in my life, and that's just kind of the way it's looking. All right, let's see if I've got that tight enough now. Where's my... Oh, here it is. I know you probably can't see a whole lot, but... So you do need a quilting foot if you're going to do freeform. And it's good even if you're, you know, not. So I went under and up so that my thread would go down in the little hole that's right here. And I know you can't see that very well, and I do apologize. But that's one of the reasons that I don't do this very often with my sewing machine, because it's frustrating for me, and so I can imagine, you know, how frustrating it must be for you as well. All right, let's keep that in. And then let's just go. Okay. This is not good by any stretch of the imagination. If you're thinking that I'm like showing off, then then you really don't know me. This is like way like not good. But I'm willing to show you this because, you guys, we need to try different things, and I want you to have fun. I want you to try something that's different, maybe out of your comfort zone, but hey, we can do different things. And I don't have to be like this amazing quilter. Oh, there went my screwdriver on the floor. So see, we are just tacking it down, my friends. We are tacking down our threads. We have taken fabric scraps, I mean, and you saw them. They literally are fabric scraps. And we are just having fun. When I did this a lot, I did get better than what I'm doing now, but it's something that you kind of have to keep up doing. Oops, we've got a pin here we missed. Because you can, you know, I mean, they say riding a bicycle, you know, you always remember how, but reality, when you haven't done some things for a while, it doesn't come that quickly or necessarily that easily. This is like a Picasso, maybe. Have you ever looked at Picasso's and said, wow, what was he on? Or like, well, I could do that. I don't know. Art is definitely in the eye of the beholder, is it not? I said I wasn't going to finish this, that I was just going to do a little bit, but we're here, and we're, you know, might as well just keep it going. I would definitely not win any kind of, well, I might win a booby prize. I might. They're like, they feel sorry for me. They're like, give her something. Get her out of here. And I'm like, yeah, give me something. Get me out of here. Okay, so, wow, look at that. The two sides. Did you notice, like on that, the first side was much lighter. I had more of the whites and the creams and the pinks. And then this, I added the blacks and reds and yellows and different things. Well, it doesn't look fabulous, but it's fun. It really is fun. And so I absolutely encourage you guys, give this a try. I mean, you know, what's the worst that can happen is that you're like, this is horrible, you know, and you get rid of it. But these were just a pile of scraps, and now I have a piece of fabric. I can make a journal cover of it. Maybe that's what I'll do with it. I don't know yet. But it's a little stretchy here. So I'm gonna spritz it, gonna iron it down a little bit and maybe do a little bit more here and there to it. There's a couple of places that I haven't tacked down super well. But let me move this. Bear with me. Okay. So I just want to kind of slowly let you just take a good look. I don't know if you can see it real clearly or not, but it's just fun. These were all scraps, and now we have some fabric to work with. Yeah. All right, guys, I'm going to call this good for today. I love you. I hope that you got some inspiration or at least a darn good laugh out of the whole process. So until next video, seriously, have a fabulous day. Bye-bye now. Okay, you thought I was done. And I am. I just wanted to show you I have ironed this piece down so it's not so ruffly now. And this will make a great journal cover. I could do other things with it as well, but I just think it lends itself perfectly. And thinking about it, I think it's like a trifold. What do you think, guys? Anyway, I hope you had fun watching this. In an upcoming video at some point, I will use this as a cover for something, and you can see, but you saw it first here on Midweek Mystery. All right, bye-bye.